Welcome to Horn Africa Insight, your tri-weekly dive into the Horn's biggest stories. Today, we're unpacking 5 game changers: Ted Cruz's push for Somaliland recognition, rising Eritrea-Ethiopia tensions, the African Union's fight for a true-size map, Kenya's warning on Al-Shabaab's comeback, and BRICS pay shaking up Africa's payments. The Horn's making waves. Let's dive into the stories. U.S. Senator Ted Cruz is urging President Trump to recognize Somaliland as an independent state. Since declaring independence in 1991, Somaliland has held peaceful elections and built a stable democracy, unlike Somalia. It's a key U.S. ally fighting terrorism and piracy, and hosts a Taiwanese office in Hargeisa, seeking stronger ties with America.
China is leveraging Somalia against the pro-U.S., pro-Israel, pro-West Somaliland because of Somaliland's relationship with Taiwan. How should the United States approach this challenge and similar efforts by China to undermine Taiwan's diplomatic status in Africa and the Horn specifically? In April, Somalia banned Taiwanese passport holders from entering the country.
Cruz says Somaliland's strategic location and offers for U.S. military bases and mineral deals make it vital. But China's embassy in Somalia fired back, calling Cruz's push baseless and serious interference in Somalia's affairs. They argue it violates UN principles of sovereignty and reflects a hegemonic U.S. attitude. China insists Taiwan is part of its territory and labels Somaliland's Taiwanese ties illegal. Somalia echoes China, warning recognition could destabilize the Horn. This clash pits U.S. support against China's opposition. Will Somaliland gain recognition? Can it navigate China's pressure? What's next for the Horn's power balance? Ethiopia's Prosperity Party, in its August press release, accuses historical enemies, widely understood to mean Eritrea, of destabilizing Ethiopia. The party claims these enemies, frustrated by Ethiopia's Tigray war victory and the Pretoria peace agreement, are using extremist groups and digital media to sow division and block progress, including Ethiopia's push for Red Sea access. Ethiopia vows peaceful solutions and stronger law enforcement. Eritrea's Information Minister Yemene G. Meskel fiercely denies these claims, calling them mendacious and fabricated narratives to mask Ethiopia's internal struggles. In recent ex-posts, G. Meskel accuses Ethiopia of waging a poisonous campaign to seize Eritrean ports and spreading false allegations of Eritrean troop presence in Tigray, insisting Eritrea's forces are within its borders. He labels Ethiopia's rhetoric a recipe for tension, risking regional stability. Could these accusations spark conflict? Can diplomacy defuse this standoff? The African Union is fighting for fairness. It's backing the Correct the Map campaign to replace the Mercator map, which shrinks Africa's true size. The 1569 Mercator projection, designed for sea navigation, distorts continents, making Canada and Russia look huge while Africa, home to 54 nations and the world's second-largest continent, appears smaller than it is. For example, 3 Canadas could fit inside Africa, yet Mercator hides this. The Equal Earth map shows Africa's real scale, boosting pride and accurate policy. AU's Selma Malika Haddadi says Mercator fuels stereotypes, marginalizing Africa in media and education. Emphasize: Boston schools are now using the Peters projection, which preserves area accuracy, to teach kids the true size of continents. This move challenges centuries of bias, as Mercator's distortions once aided Western cartographers, amplifying Europe and North America's perceived power. The Caribbean's CARICOM backs Equal Earth, rejecting colonial map distortions. Will global bodies like the UN adopt it? Emphasize: Can a new map reshape how the world views Africa? Kenya's sounding the alarm. General Charles Kahariri warns that the African Union's awesome troop drawdown in Somalia risks Al-Shabaab's comeback. The mission slashed its forces from 22,000 to 11,000, leaving gaps that the militants are exploiting with more raids. Kenya's providing temporary aid, but Kahariri says it's not enough without global support. U.S. General Langley praised Kenya's efforts, but the new U.S. Africa Command Chief faces a tough challenge. Al-Shabaab's attacks are rising, threatening years of progress in Somalia. Can the world rally to protect these gains? Will Al-Shabaab strike back? Somalia's stability is at stake, and Kenya's calling for action. Africa's payment systems are at a turning point. The new BRICS Pay platform, launched at the 2024 BRICS Plus Summit in Kazan, aims to transform cross-border transactions by using local currencies, challenging the US dollar's grip on global finance. Ethiopia, East Africa's BRICS member, stands to gain from this push for financial sovereignty, bypassing Western-dominated systems like SWIFT. Africa's payments have long been slow, costly, and fragmented, with national systems lacking interoperability. BRICS Pay offers a decentralized alternative backed by China, Russia, and India, but experts warn it's no quick fix. Olivier Lenz of SWIFT stresses that without unified regulations, new systems risk creating financial silos. Africa's own Pan-African Payment and Settlement System, PAPSS, shares similar goals but faces the same hurdle: coordination. A business standard piece notes, BRICS Pay requires trust and economic alignment, tricky for a diverse bloc. Could BRICS Pay boost Ethiopia and Africa's trade? Will it challenge global financial power or deepen fragmentation? That's the latest from HornAfrica Insight. From Somaliland's bold bid to BRICS Pay's financial shakeup, the Horn's stories are heating up. Subscribe, hit that bell, and comment your thoughts below. What's the Horn's biggest move? Join us Wednesday for more. #HornAfrica Insight.